Alright, yo guys, what's going on? It's Rage, and welcome back to some more Modern Warfare 2. The 2009 one. I mean, we all kind of expected this, but now it's like really settling in for me. It's like, yeah, now I really have to make sure I specify which Modern Warfare 2 we're talking about here. Obviously, now at this point in time, the beta is long gone, long over with, but now we've only got about 2.5 weeks up until the early campaign access, which I am so excited for. Shortly after that, gonna jump straight into the multiplayer that the grind begins all over again, and honestly, I'm ready for it. But here for today's video, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to sit down and just snipe on the original MW2. But it's gonna be with the slight twist. I wanted to go ahead and start this off on Rust just because I feel like I'm gonna have to get myself reacquainted with this. It's been a long time since I've done this, and I constantly get questions about this. Like, I was getting asked this a lot even throughout the course of the beta. So as you all know, I am one of the very rare PC players who will pretty much almost always play default FOV. It doesn't matter what Call of Duty I play. I've explained this a whole lot, but just in case you guys don't already know this, the reason as to why I play 65 FOV or just default FOV on every single Call of Duty now is pretty much for the sake of clips and just how they look in montages and everything like that. If you have 65 FOV, if you play default FOV, and even the way my HUD is, you guys can tell that I have like my HUD a little bit more centered towards the screen. And it's all for the exact same reason. I do this for the sake of clips, especially multi-COD montage. It just makes everything look clean, right? And here we go. It's been a hot minute since I've done this. Oh, it can even go up to 160. Oh, I thought it was just 120. Oh, good lord. All right, guys, here we go. Now I'm a PC player. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. So I was initially thinking to myself, okay, here, I want to go ahead and play on, like, max FOV, and I didn't realize that it actually goes up to 160. This is actually hurting my head. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh my god, the sensitivity. Good lord, dude. My FOV scale is already at 1. What if I put it to 2? It puts it even further. Okay, this is quite literally the highest FOV you can get. I bet I look so ridiculous to these guys just not knowing what the hell I'm doing. But this, all right, here we go. The real PC experience. Guys, look at my movement. If I can get just 1 kill on this FOV, I'm gonna feel like a god. Okay, I really can't stress enough, like, how much this is actually hurting my head. And I'm, like, literally getting flashbanged anytime I look over to even this side remotely of the map. There we go. Okay, here, I'm gonna stop torturing myself at least a little bit. Let's bring this down to, like, a 1 FOV scale. I almost got it. I'm willing to bet that someone somewhere, like, unironically plays on this kind of FOV, and if you're someone who does this, I mean, like, maybe not to this ridiculous extent, but anyone who actually plays like this, honestly, salutes to you, man. Honestly, I really was not expecting 160 to be this high. Now, granted, I obviously don't play on this, but I thought the max was, like, 120. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down to, like, 120. Okay, now, 120 is the value of, the highest FOV that you can get on the newer Call of Duties, but obviously, it works a lot different in this because, the way that the old FOV style used to work, like, a big part of the reason as to why I don't even play on high FOV nowadays is because I don't like the way that it's scaled. It just feels weird because it's mostly because the world model isn't pushed back with the gun model, and it just feels super weird. And oh my god, it's even disorienting right now. Really disorienting for me right now just because, like, I was just playing on that, like, fisheye lens for a little bit. So again, new style of FOV. I don't like how it only pushes the world model back and not the weapon model. I think they adjusted that a little bit on the new Modern Warfare 22 to where, like, your, the scaling of it's, like, a little bit different. It was, like, narrow, default, wide, or something like that for your weapon model look to it. It didn't really make that much of a difference to me, and that's why I'm just like, if it's not gonna be like this, then I'm just honestly not gonna bother with it. If we're not increasing the FOV scale with it, then just forget it. I'm not bothering. I was checking my fucking phone, idiot. What are we arguing about here, gentlemen? What is going on? Come on, guys. It's Saturday night. All we're doing is just quickscoping on MW2. Can't we be friends? We're all just quickscoping, having a good time. Saturday night with the boys on MW2. Not only am I a weirdo who plays on 65 FOV, but I also prefer toggle aim over hold to aim. So if you didn't already know that, the more you know. And I feel like to a majority of you guys, like, this just looks completely normal for so many of you, and I am struggling out here. This whole 120 FOV style is just, it's messing with me. I feel like I'm looking through a fish lens. Now also, if hypothetically you were to go back on my channel and look at some of the earliest PC videos that I started uploading in, like, 2015, 2016, I used to play on, like, 80, 90 FOV for literally everything. All my live recorded clips, everything. So at one point in time, I was completely used to this, and then I eventually started weaning myself off of it just because, again, I learned that not only does it just not look good in live recorded clips, at least in my opinion. I've told the story a million times, but still to this day, 2 of my biggest regrets, I've ruined 2 of my best MW2 clips, back in the day at least, by playing on 80 FOV. I'll even go ahead and show you guys an example of, like, those 80 FOV clips right now as compared to the new, like, 65 FOV with the more centered HUD and everything. it just looks a lot cleaner in my opinion. And again, it just matches super well if you're going to use live recorded PC clips and with multi-montages or with like console clips as well. Now, I feel like I'm probably going to be able to predict the majority of the answers I get on this, but go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below if you guys play on default FOV or if you guys play on like super high FOV. Willing to bet that a majority of PC players definitely play on a higher FOV than I do. I know it's 2022 and everything, and it feels weird even having this kind of conversation, but I feel like I'm hindering myself by not playing on a higher FOV, but I don't care. I just want my clips to look good. I especially think back to all of the MW2 tournaments that I was a part of earlier this summer. I feel like everyone who participated in those tournaments was playing on at least like some form of a higher FOV, and here I am, default 65, all that good stuff. Casual Dom US and its Strike DLC? Do my eyes deceive me? People are actually playing DLC on IW4X? It's a miracle. Oh, and HGM's even got Fulbright. He's got potato mode on this server. Oh, hell yeah. See, now the other thing that I wanted to talk about though, besides all of this higher FOV stuff, was that last night on Friday night, I feel like I got to experience a part of Modern Warfare 2 history. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know who Robert Bowling is, 402. He was one of the community developer guys on Infinity Ward at the time. Helped out with Modern Warfare 2, was basically the David Von der Heer of Infinity Ward. Now, back in 2010, I believe it was, I didn't know about this at the time, like this was actually new information to me as I found out about it, but he had actually opened up a phone line for people to call in and leave voicemails about Modern Warfare 2. And what he did on livestream the other night was he went back and he listened to all those voicemails from over 13 years ago, and dude, it was such a treat. Going back and listening to the voicemails, they sounded exactly like those old Xbox Live messages that you would get. It was the funniest thing. So many people just swearing at him in voicemails, and there were so many little kids that were getting so angry, all the squeakers from back in the day. It's just crazy to think about, like, how far we've come, man. Like, who honestly would have thought that, like, you know, 13, 14 years later, we would be playing another new Modern Warfare 2. It honestly put me in such a good nostalgic mood. I mean, like, just going back and listening to all those messages and just being a part of that. I know it sounds really ridiculous and weird that just going back and listening to like old voicemails that sound exactly like the old Xbox Live Rage messages that you would get. It's weird that that would be some sort of a nostalgia factor, but it was just like that was just the community of MW2 back in the day. Everyone was screaming at each other over everything. It's just the community of Xbox Live back then, man. It was just a different time. And now while experiencing all of that last night, just that like little nostalgia trip back to 2010, it did get me thinking again that this new Modern Warfare 2, obviously, it's nowhere near going to be the same. We all know that, but it's just like another reminder of it's not 2009. It's not 2010 anymore. It was actually a part of the beta video that I really wanted to like stress about and talk more about. Again, it's just like this is a much different Modern Warfare 2. It's not going to be the exact same. Obviously, we know that. Is this what it's like to grow old and be like, oh, everything was better back in my day? I'm 26, but I do feel old in the sense of like I've been around in the Call of Duty community forever, man. Been here since 2007, been on YouTube since like 2009, 2010, numerous channels. It's crazy. It's just, I don't know, like it's got me in like a good nostalgic mood, you know? Want to try just one more time if I can set my FOV scale to 2. Oh, dude, I'm not even going to be able to see anybody. Now, obviously, no one would play like this, but just, again, can I just get one kill? I'll sit here and just do this. I missed. I missed again. I collided on this FOV. Let's go. Oh my good God, dude. What is this? What am I looking at? You know what? That's it right there. That is the highlight of the video. No, I take it back. That's the highlight of the video. 720 flat foot. Let's... Oh my... What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'm actually glad that I missed that, because if I hit that on this FOV, I would have actually thrown up and started crying that I just ruined a Taj clip. Okay, we're going back to default FOV. This feels good. I feel like I'm back at home now. Feels like I'm already falling through my monitor once again. It's especially jarring, like, making the switches, like, so instantly, but I'm not taking the risk. I'm gonna go back and have a look at it in editing, but I swear I shot through, like, single quad right there, single triple. Something to that degree. If I hit that on DLC, bruh. I mean, to be fair, there is theater mode on IW4X, but I don't trust it. I lost one no-scope triple and one 5-on in the same game, and that was 4.5 years ago. And, yeah, no, I don't trust it. I lost a no-scope triple on Wasteland and a 5-on in the exact same game, and I don't trust IW4X theater ever since. Alright, well, there's a multi. There we go. Yep, little DLC multi. Let's go, boys. Hell yeah. Perfect. Just as I was saying that I didn't want to ruin it on a high FOV, I go ahead and do it right there. Fuck yeah, man. Let this be the example right here. This is why we play 65 FOV. Default FOV, console HUD, it looks good. I do actually find that so perfect. Like, the irony there is so perfect. I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm done playing on this high FOV. I'm going back to normal. Going back to my comfortable default FOV, and boom, bam, would you look at that. Hit a nice little DLC multi. Now, also, this is gonna sound extremely dorky, but it just feels so good to, like, actually sit down and, like, play video games again, because it's been a couple of days. Now, the video hasn't gone up yet, but here in a couple of days, I'm uploading one of my biggest videos that I've, like, ever sat down and edited. It took me, like, 3 or 4 nights to just sit down and edit that video. It was a pain in the ass. I won't even lie. I feel like I'm probably gonna upload that video this upcoming Friday or Saturday, the 6th, 7th, 8th, one of those days. And now, obviously, this video is gonna be going up on Sunday the 2nd, and I'm actually leaving tomorrow to one of my best friend's wedding down in Louisiana. And the thing is, my best friend Lee, who's getting married, is actually someone that I met on Xbox back in like 2010, 2011. It's one of those wholesome ass stories of Xbox Live friends finally meeting up after all these years. I'm actually really excited for that, but it does feel good to like actually sit down and get a little bit of gaming in. I don't care how dorky that sounds. I'm a dork. What do you want from me? It was a quad feed, but I don't think it was just a point stack. Okay, I was like, there's no way I did anything right there, yeah? Dropped 115 kills, though. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up on that note. So yeah, again, I just wanted to sit down, snipe on some MW2. I don't know, man, just being in a Robert Bowling stream the other night, just talking about the old MW2 days, it felt like I was there again. It felt like I was there in those days again, and it's crazy to think about that, like, kids my age, right? Because I was like 13 when MW2 came out. There are kids that are 13 nowadays that this upcoming MW2 is gonna be what this MW2 was to me at that age. It's a wild thought. So again, on that note, I just wanted to go ahead and sit down, play a little bit of Modern Warfare 2, just talk about some stuff, and yeah. So again, later on this week, I've got that really long form video going up. I'm really excited about that. Once I get back from the wedding, I've already got another video planned. I've got one more special Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered video to make. The actual Modern Warfare 2022 campaign, then right before we know it, we're gonna be right into the new game. So it seems a long ways away right now, but that's really not the case, because all this, like, these next 3-4 weeks are gonna go by so quick. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point in time. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this MW2 video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Rage, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.